It's been 45 years since the first email was sent through cyberspace. Today we can all acknowledge that technology has come a long way, as we now have access to over 40 different types of social media, and according to the Global Web Index, there were more than 2.5 billion people with an active social media presence as of 2017. With a global population of over 7 billion, that says that more than almost half of the world's population logs on to one or more social media site daily. The author Honor Whiteman defines social media as an array of different internet sites that allow users to interact with others through different mediums such as discussions, photos, video, and audio. And while Facebook's launch occurred more than 10 years ago, it is still considered the #1 utilized social media site today. And their mission statement as of 2017 is to bring the world closer. However, recent research would show that while Facebook wants to bring the world closer together, social media might be pulling us farther apart. My name is Alyssa Prochaska, and today we're going to take a look at social media and its effects on our mental health through research. So raise your hands if you guys have more than one social media app on your phone. Okay. All right, now keep them raised if you guys access them at least once a day. Okay, all right, well, so me too. You guys can put your hands down now. In fact, research says that we're not alone now, with 1 in every 4 individuals worldwide accessing and using either Facebook or Twitter. So that begs the question, are we as a society addicted to staying connected? Well, one study would determine so, with their participants reporting thoughts and feelings of uncomfortability and worry surrounding just the thought of not being able to access technology and social media. So the bottom line here, people, is that social media manipulates our thought processes. And while some research will boast the benefits of using social media, others enlighten us to just how harmful this technology can be on our mental health, causing or even heightening serious mental health issues such as addiction, anxiety, and depression. Addiction is considered one of the most detrimental health concerns today, but can the way that we use social media really be considered addiction? Well, recent global data collected from 12 different universities on avoiding social media and technology reportedly left their participants feeling symptoms closely related to addicts going through withdrawals. The American Society of Addiction Medicine characterizes an addiction as the inability to identify, abstain, or control negative thoughts, behaviors, or cravings in themselves and interpersonal relationships, resulting in the perpetual cycle of relapse and remission. And the addiction process can start in all of us. It's in the reward center of our brain. It starts with triggers, rewards, and reinforcement. The #1 reported reason for using social media is out of distraction or boredom. There's your trigger. And the reinforcement is completely dependent on the user. But according to Shannon M. Rauch, social media delivers a reinforcement every time we log on. One article even goes as far as to call social media more addicting than cigarettes and harder to abstain from than alcohol. And with the increase in the access of all of this technology comes the increase in the anxiety levels we feel in our society. The National Social Anxiety Center describes anxiety as feelings of uncertainty or worry surrounding unfamiliar situations, and estimates that over 15 million Americans will experience extreme social anxiety at some point in their lives. One survey on social media and behavior changes found that 33% of their participants reported having a hard time falling asleep or relaxing shortly after use. 25% reported experiences fighting in relationships or having a bad time at their jobs after a online confrontation. Researchers on social media and anxiety are pointing their fingers at what they call the fear of missing out And this is because social media plays a very big passive role in all of our lives, making us the users on the outside looking in, feeling as if we're not invited to join or have the inability to do so because of obligation, creating a perpetual fear of missing out. Finally, the prolonged effects of addiction and anxiety without any help or support can lead to other detrimental health issues such as depression. The American Psychiatric Association defines depression as a common or serious mental health issue that affects how you feel, think, and act. The University of Missouri found that regular use of social media can cause symptoms of depression if the site used causes feelings of envy in the user. Another study reported findings that suggest people who use social media for more than 2 hours are more prone to perceive social isolation than those that don't. Further analysis links the use of social media to depression through what's called the compare and despair behavior, reporting users using social media to compare their lives to those the others and their friends, where social media is known to exaggerate and change stories or alter them, leading to feelings of self-consciousness, inadequacy, and less efficacy in their own lives. In conclusion, with the knowledge we have on technology continuously increasing, so is our knowledge of how it affects us. While it is becoming more important in our everyday lives to know how to use social media to our benefit, it is also equally as important to know how detrimental the use of it can cause on our health and welfare. It is in my hope that by informing you of some of the harmful ways social media can affect your mental health, causing or even heightening addiction, anxiety, and depression, you will use this knowledge to prevent it from happening to you and others. Lastly, I will leave you with this. In the words of Brian Primick, mental health behaviors, mental health problems, and social isolation are at epidemic levels in our society. And while humans are innately social creatures, modern life tends to compartmentalize us instead of bringing us together. And while it may seem that social media presents opportunities to fill that social void, I think the research suggests that it may not be the solution that we're looking for. Only time will tell. Thank you.